was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Williams to return. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 8. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Completes it right side to Cooper. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are once again back in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop the throw. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. Why? Here we go.
2nd down and goal. Prescott looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Andy Isabella from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And some room to maneuver.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Prescott's throw here taken in by Isabella.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 38, Prescott. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he stopped immediately there.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this one complete to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall,
Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DJ Chark from 8 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.